So I'm sure you heard of Mukesh Chabra. So I'd actually been doing a lot of castings with him for a while, and I actually did his workshop. So he sends me the script very randomly. Like his assistant sent it to me, and it was in English. It was the first time I'd ever seen an English script. So I was like, okay. I tried to even call him, and I was like, what is this for? All of that. So he's like, I'm not telling you. Learn the script and come into the office, and we want you to look exactly like Angelina Jolie did in Lara Croft. Like very sort of feminine but butch at the same time. So I did that. I said the lines, everything, and I just remembered one thing, that this girl's name was Kyra. So I did it, and I never heard back from him for like about 1.5 months, and I was in my dance class doing my thing. Suddenly I got a call. Listen, you know what you auditioned for? I know, what did I audition for? It was like that English wala film. So he's like, yeah. So he's like, it's the Jackie Chan film, you got it. So I was like, no, you're messing with me. And I was like, oh shit, I haven't even heard about it. Like I heard that Ileana was doing a film with Jackie, and that's it. So he's like, no, you got it, get ready. They're going to call you in 2-3 days over Skype, and you're going to sort out everything, and then they're going to fly you to China for training, and you have to start. So I really thought he was messing with me, man. I didn't believe it. I actually didn't believe it. And then literally in 2-3 days, I was on a video conference call with the producers, with Jackie himself, and I was just like, And then, I went into training. I couldn't speak. I was just like, they were just talking, and so first it was with the director, and so his name is Stanley Tong, and it was with Barbie, who is the producer. So I was happily chatting with them, and then suddenly they were saying something in Chinese, like from the screen, I couldn't see, and this torso comes in and then just pops in and says, hi, and I'm like, because I've grown up watching the man, Russia is my favorite. So I was like, dude, like this is real. I think at that point it hit me that, I'm gonna do a film with Jackie Chan. I think I made it intimidating for myself, because the first thing I said to him was, I love you. Like literally he came up to me, he gives me a jacket, and I'm like, I love you. And he just looked at me, he's just like, whatever. Because I'm sure he's heard it like 100 times. So for 1 week I couldn't talk to him. I was talking to everybody on set, and I think he thought that I was kind of like, creeped out by him, because I would talk, and like I was like this with everybody, but the minute he'd sit there, I was just like, and he started talking to me. So he made it really comfortable. He just created such a nice rapport, and he just made it easy to talk to him. And then after a point, you don't see him as Jackie Chan, the superstar. It's obviously there in your head. But he became like a friend, Sonu started in Dubai, but then when I came for my first schedule, he wasn't there. So I met him during my second schedule. And he's so funny, dude. Like oh my god, he makes you work out, man. Like, and I'm a fit chick, like I love working out, but I can't do what he does. Like, we were sitting there, we're doing squats, and he's making like his friend Abby take a video, and I'm like, like literally shaking. But yeah, he's a gem to work with. Yeah, we had a lot of aerial training, because they work a lot with wires. So all the flips and everything you do to make it easier, especially when it's off the walls and all, are with the wires. So that was the first time I actually had a harness on. So it was really uncomfortable. Being a girl, you don't need straps in some places. But we did a lot of harness training. I was there for about 2 weeks just to train until I actually got on set. So they made me flexible, man. Like the split you see in the poster and all is real. Like I can do that now. So he's got his team. And the best part is Stanley, our director, and him worked together on his first film. So they had been friends for the last 30-40 years. So they're very used to working together, and Stanley himself started off as an action director. So he works with his team, and he coordinates the sequences himself with his team captain. And then on set, if he feels that changes need to be made, they're always minor. There's nothing major. But yeah, we actually come to set. They'll plan it for that day. So we'll just be there. We won't be shooting that day. That day they'll plan the action scenes. They'll see what they can and can't do, with the props and everything, because at the end of the day, it's always safety first, you know. And even like when you fall, they've got like these mattresses, but it's painted like the flooring of the set. So it's really easy, because I remember my first stunt was like flipping back and falling straight. And I was like, dude, like you're gonna kill me on the first day. But no, it was really easy, and I think we got through it really well, no injuries. So my character's name is Kyra. She's an Indian girl, but she's a very modern Indian girl, and she's kind of a trickster because she fools them in a couple of scenes, and I think that's the whole fun part about her. She's very young, she's very spunky, and she's very tough as well, because a lot of the action sequences we do, I did on my own. Literally, no, like, you know how you got like someone helping you, or, you know, even with Jackie, like flipping you up and all. No, so they actually kept me aside for that. And yeah, she's, like I said, she's a trickster. So you're gonna see a lot of funny antics out of her for sure. I can't tell you because it's really, really important. But from the trailer, I mean, I guess you can see that he's kind of like the main baddie. So obviously even he's a big Indian character. So we've got a lot of Indian history in our film. That's why there are so many Indian actors in it. And he's like more of a classy bad guy in this one, you know, like not your like the bung kind of stuff. So even he was quite a lot of fun to work with. And he's scary in some scenes. Like he was there, and I had to like, you know, have like a proper argument with him like face first, and I was just like looking up at him like this and just shouting. So it was quite funny at some point. So they decided to shoot in Jaipur and Jodhpur end April, of course. And I think everybody on set basically died. Even Stanley was like cursing himself at some point, and at that point we were shooting the song, so we had Farah on set as well. So on top of the heat and everything, you have to deal with like, you know, Farah like screaming at you if you don't get the step right. But she's so funny. Like, you know, when she screams at you, you can't not laugh. Like, she makes you laugh. She never makes you feel bad. So we did Jaipur, Jodhpur for India. Then in China, we did Shanghai, Beijing. And in Iceland, we just like shot everywhere. And that was my favorite. So there's one song that's like, you know, big, grand, like Indo-China kind of song, which Farah choreographed herself. And that we actually shot bits and pieces in all the places we were shooting the movie in. So that's going to be really, really funny to see, because she's made Jackie dance. Like, Farah has made him dance. Like, dude, I was shocked. Literally, me, Disha and Sonu were just like he's kicking our ass, you know, I mean, we need to like up our game. He's wearing a sherwani, man, like for God's sake. Sonu got him like that costume, and we were just like looking at him, and he's like, he loved it. Like, he actually loved it, and it was a lot of fun to watch, you know, and even do. I remember in Jaipur, because, you know, unfortunately we have this really bad habit of just flinging our trash everywhere. He got up, he started picking up all the plastic bottles, the wafer packets, everything. He started doing that himself. He didn't tell anyone to help him, he didn't ask anyone to help him. And then gradually everybody started doing it, and the next day on set, everything was clean. So that is the kind of person he actually is. He's OCD when it comes to the environment. Like, he really believes in, you know, the next generation, like, you know, being able to get a better sort of world and us not polluting it. So that is the kind of man he is. He actually bent down, he will pick up someone else's trash and throw it in the bin. When they share it with me, I'll tell you. No, but I know that he will be coming to India for about 2 days. We are going really, really hard at Southeast Asia, and of course China as well, because at the end of the day, this is a Chinese production. But don't worry. The film will be dubbed in Hindi, Tamil and Telugu as far as I know right now. Hindi, yes. No, Tamil Telugu kaise? मैं हिंदी जानती हूँ बस. So after this, I'm still doing a South film right now, because I gave up 2 to do this one, and I almost got sued. So doing that South film, and I'm doing a special appearance in a Bollywood film as well. And I'm going to do another Bollywood film, so let me sign it.